If you guys want to get some coins, so not only will you have a sick draft, you can also have a sick team in normal FIFA as well. Go and check out the Ultimate Coin Exchange. AJ Free will get you 5% off. They're fully automated, 100% reliable, and you can get yourselves a stacked FIFA 16 club. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today I am going to be giving you my tips and tricks on how to get an amazing FUT Draft for you guys to go on and hopefully win the FUT Draft title with. Hopefully get some players like Pele, like Giggs, like Barretti, like all of the other sick legends that are in FUT Draft. The purple Ronaldos, the in-form Royce, the second in-form Neymars, the Messis. There's tons of them, and you guys want a sick team as a whole to give you the best chance. So today I'm going to show you how to get the best possible FUT Draft, how to get yourselves an amazing FUT Draft, what you need to be doing to make sure your FUT Draft is as good as possible. I've got a few different tips and we'll go through my FUT Draft and tell you the tips as I do go through it. So first up is, of course, the formation, the all-important formation pick. Now, what you want in this is a formation that has got wingers and a formation that has got fullbacks. Apart from that, you can pick any formation that you want. Pick your favourite. So you could go for this 4-5-1, you could go for 4-2-3-1 wide, you could go for 4-4-2, or you could go for 4-3-3. Just do not pick 4-3-1-2 because it will give you wingers on the bench, it will give you Neymar, it will give you Ronaldo, it will give you Messi, and you won't be able to put them in your team. Same goes for 3-back formations. Don't pick them because when you're doing your bench, it will give you Alba, it will give you Alaba, and it will basically just take the piss, and it actually gives you sick players in positions that you don't have on your squad, and you just can't put the players there. So don't pick them. Make sure it's got every position under the sun. So we are going to go for my favourite formation on this game, 4-2-3-1 wide. Captain's then. Oh my god, we've got him. We've got a legend, Suka. This is a sick FUT Draft. Holy moly. We could go for this Ronaldo, but that is a very important point. You wouldn't pick this Ronaldo, or you might because he's absolutely sick. But say give me normal Ronaldo, I wouldn't take him because there's a chance to get purple Ronaldo. He's got two variations above himself. Same goes like normal Aubameyang. Don't take him because you might get first in form or second in form Aubameyang. Aguero, you might get purple Aguero. So go for the player who's got like the max, unless all the other ones are terrible and you've got to take the Ronaldo. Go for the one whose highest iteration of his cards is there, as well as being absolutely sick. But obviously, we are going for a legend because chemistry, he links to absolutely everyone. Which brings me on to my second point. Pick the players around the player that you've already got in your squad. Don't go down here and get yourself a left back or work all the way from the back into a goalkeeper, because it's hard to then get the chemistry right to fit in, to link to your player. Now, obviously, I've got a legend and literally everyone links to him. But if I had took that Ronaldo, it would have put him here. I would then get a striker and hope for a Liga BBVA one. I wouldn't go and get myself a CDM or a right mid to hope to get Messi, because I might then have to take one from the BPL and I'll end up proper messing my squad up. Work out from your player. So let's do that. Let's grab ourselves a centre attacking mid. Woohoo! I should say that this isn't guaranteed to get you the most incredible FUT Draft ever, even though it seems to be bloody well working for me. It's just tips and tricks to maximise it the best. So you can't, obviously, there's no way to make sure you get purple Ronaldo, to make sure you get legends. But doing this can make sure that the players you are offered come together to make the best possible team you can. So I'm going to go for Inform Ozil, because I know he's absolutely sick and I can pick literally anyone because they all link to Suka. So let's move over to right midfield. Oh, we've got, oh my Jesus, we've got Robin or Bale or Bellarabi, who of course links to Ozil, but we can't say no to Iron Robin, can we? Or can we say no to Bale? I'm not sure if we can. So this again is one of my problems, and this is again one of the tips I've got for you guys. Say I got offered Bale as my captain. Now that is a good captain, but if you've got other players of a similar stature, I would have took the Iron Robin, because not only can you get a link to Robin with the Bundesliga and Bayern Munich, you can also build a Netherlands team around him. You can't really build a Welsh team around Bale. There just isn't that many players. People like Conor Planker and stuff like that as well. If you've got the team for them to fit in there already, that's great. But if you haven't, don't take them as your captain, because it's so hard to build a team if you don't get given the players from their league. So I'm going to go for Iron Robin. And hopefully we're going to get here a German player who's going to link the two of them together. And if not, we are going to have to reevaluate and move on to our next tip, which we haven't, and it's okay. We're just going to pick the best one available, and then hopefully we're going to be able to sort this out. So we're going to get Wanyama because he links to Ozil. Anyway, now, this is tip number 3. Use the bench. So you've already got a sick striker and a sick cam and a sick right mid, and it doesn't really matter too much. But just pick them anyway. You might get something that can switch up your team and help you and get you some decent chemistry. So Juan Mata, for example, if I end up having to go down the BPL route, we can do this for now and bring him in and just see how the draft goes. And for now, that is putting all of them players onto full chemistry. And the same goes for if I got someone bad as a striker. Say I picked up Ronaldo as my captain and then got like a terrible striker. I could come down here and the first 3 are going to give you strikers and forwards primarily. The next couple, or these couple here, are going to like overlap with midfielders. This one will overlap with a striker, this one will overlap with a defender. This one's definitely a defender and this one's definitely a goalkeeper. So the further forward up here you go, the more likely you are to get a forward. In the middle is more likely to be a midfielder. Towards the end, a defender. And you can just like use your bench to help you get a sick team before you even bother taking the players in the positions. Let's see what we've got over here. Absolutely bloody nothing. But still, it can help, and it can help you guys, and I can pull someone absolutely incredible, like the Lord Kone, and I can stick him in my squad if I need to, which is good. So let's go up and grab ourselves a left mid, and it looks like we're going and working towards a BPL team, which we definitely are after seeing them other left mid picks. So let's take him because his name's pretty similar to mine, and let's bring in Lord Kone, and look at that, the chemistry is coming together nicely. So that is my third big tip really. You've got to make sure you get the good formation. Make sure you pick a captain who it's actually possible to build multiple different teams around. And make sure you use the bench basically. Don't fill your whole team out and then go down to the bench. Fill the bench out as you go. That corresponds to the players that you've already picked. So let's finish off the midfield on the bench. See what we're going to get here. Schneiderlin. There we go. So Krichawiak would be sick, but chemistry is one of the most important parts. So there we go. We're going to take Schneiderlin. We're going to grab this centre defensive mid here. And if it's not a BPL one, which we have, we've got Tiote. He's a quality player as well. So we're going to use Tiote and Schneiderlin. 2 strong links going into them as well for the chemistry as our centre defensive midfielders. So this is good, it's working out well. It's one of the best FUT drafts that I've had in quite a while. We've got one of the highest rated BPL ones at left back as well. So this is decent. This is very, very good. Right back, we're going to have to go for Carvajal just for the 1 link into Juan Mata. And hopefully we can sort this team out. Like I said, we can just go down to the bench. Can we get ourselves a BPL defender, a BPL right back over on the bench? Not quite yet, but we can take Arbeloa, who is a different option if we need us. Oh, he's literally the perfect link to him, isn't he? So that was pretty silly, but whatever, we'll carry on. Can we get a right back that is from the BPL? We can. There we go. All problem solved. We've got ourselves Seamus Coleman. So now at this point, all you're really looking for is 2 BPL centre-backs and a BPL goalkeeper. And then these positions here can just bring you like massive players to bring on as subs, which is my other tip for the bench. Make sure you put your best players on the bench if they aren't going to get full chemistry. So for example, say this Inform Ozil was on 6 chem there, and I had a player that I could bring in that would be on full chemistry for him instead. Put that player there, and then just sub Ozil on when you get into the game, and it makes your team have full chemistry. And I think Ozil should come on at 9 chem as well. And if he doesn't, it's still more chemistry than you would have had than putting Ozil there just at the start of the game. This also rings true for other players, and making sure your other players are on full chemistry and then bringing on the good player afterwards. So I did a draft where I had Ronaldo and Teo as my wingers, or my right and left forward. And I had a striker there in between them, and he didn't link to either of them. If I brought Jordi Alba into the middle of the 2 of them, it actually gave Ronaldo and Teo more chemistry. So my squad as a whole had more chem, even though Alba had less than the striker that was originally there. So then I can then just bring that Alba off and put the striker back, and my squad has got more chemistry as a whole. So do clever little things like that as well. It can help you make sure you get the best possible chance of winning the FUT draft. So, centre-back. This is one of them things that's like a cognitive dissonance is the technical term for it, but it's like you want to pick something, but you know it goes against something that you've already said. So I want to pick this Zuma because he's better than Dawson, and I've got to weigh up, is it worth me taking Dawson in the hope of getting the informed Zuma, or should I just take Zuma because he's so much better than Dawson and I don't want to risk it? So I'm going to take the Zuma because of that 32 pace. If this was another decent BPL centre-back, I would probably have taken him in the hope of getting the Zuma, but it's not worth the risk because that Dawson is so bad. So we're going to go, of course, for Kurt Zuma. And then we've got all silvers. We got almost Danny Welbeck there, but unfortunately he's not a BPL striker, which we wouldn't want anyway. It is a centre-back from the league. So we'll just take whatever we can. We'll try and get a BPL goalkeeper, and then we'll try and hopefully fill that in on the bench. Okay, we haven't, but we have got Zuma. So we could put Mandanda there, and he will link anyway. So that's what we're going to do. Maybe we'll hope that we will get ourselves a Koscielny or something like that. So that's what exactly we're going to do. We're going to use the bench, like I said. We didn't need to use it too much before. Pantilimon. There we go. We'll drop him in the squad. And now we can have a French or BPL. Oh my god! There we go! Neymar, 90 rated. That's what I was saying about getting the sick players as you're bringing on the subs. We're of course going to sub on that Neymar. He's coming straight into our squad. I'm sorry to do it to you, Kone. You might be better than him in real life, But on FIFA, you just aren't, and Neymar will be getting subbed straight on in our team. And like I said before, if I'd have took a lesser Neymar, I wouldn't have been able to pull that 90 rated Neymar. So that goes back to tip number 2, of like taking the best iteration of a player that you can rather than taking the lower down ones. So there we go. Neymar has come out. We've got a 90 rated Neymar. Oh, we've got record breaker Jamie Vardy. This FUT Draft is actually incredible. I know I said that you can't like guarantee that it's going to get you a sick FUT Draft, but by God does it help. This is insane. Again, not really a player that we need, but I've never used Sucker. I know he's a legend, but it might be good to just throw Vardy on with his 92 pace at the end and hopefully get some physique. Come on, we need a BPL centre-back, man. We haven't got one. We really haven't got one. Okay, I'm struggling here. Oh, that was a BPL left-back, which we should have taken, and I'm just being silly. And we haven't got one. So sometimes the FUT Draft is an absolute bugger to you. I really should have taken that Swansea left back, and it just totally slipped my mind because I was so excited about all the sick players. Just take your time, stay composed as well. And for now, maybe we'll take this Ben Arthur, and maybe we can do some crazy stuff like this. So that gives us maximum chemistry for our squad, and we can just sub them straight off for, say, Carvajal or Wanyama or something like that when we get into the game. So there we go, we've rounded our squad off with... Just pick the highest rated one, we're not going to use them, it bumps your squad rating up. We've got ourselves 83, and then when we bring the higher rated players on, can we get it up to 84? Get 184 rated draft? It doesn't look like we're going to be able to, but even still, that is an absolutely sick team, and they are my tips for getting the best possible FUT Draft. Like I said, when I get into this game, I'm bringing on Neymar. I am probably going to save Robben maybe, and choose between Vardy and him as an impact sub, and bring on someone else so that Ben Arthur isn't playing centre-back. But that's just what you do. They are how you get the best possible FUT Drafts, and they are my tips for doing it. Like I said, it's not going to get you one every single time. You then just need to pick yourselves a manager. We've got an absolute ton of BPL ones to pick from, so we'll go for the French BPL one who gets everyone in the squad an extra bit of chemistry. Something to bear in mind about managers is that there isn't a Liga BBVA one in the FUT Draft, so be wary of that if you're building a Liga BBVA squad. But yeah, there is my squad. 83 team rating, 100 chemistry, Neymar, Legend Suka, Robben. It's a sick squad. Let's test this out. I've given you my tips. Let's see if I can walk the walk. If you guys have enjoyed it as well, and you want to send me your squads that you've built yourselves, my link to Twitter is down in the description. I got a notification yesterday saying I've got like 90,000 followers now, which is sick. And we're cruising towards 100k. So for all you guys who watched this video, came up, follow me, we'd be like closing on 300k. Obviously some of you already do. You're part of that 90,000. But just go and drop me a follow on Twitter. The link is down in the description. And send me some of the sick squads that you can then get built by using these different techniques. And let's test this one out. Let's see this fella's draft. Has he been using my tips? Oh, kind of. He hasn't used one of my main tips. He's got a full league BBVA team, but he probably should have put a different centre forward in there and then brought in the Ronaldo as a substitute just to make the 100 chemistry, basically. He's only got 96, but other than that, he's done all right. He's got left back and right back of centre backs, but like I said, chemistry is more important as a whole than putting like a random centre back in there. So he's done pretty bloody decent for himself. Touche, mate, touche. Let's see who's going to come out on top. And of course, first things first. See you later, Hatton Ben Arthur. You are not playing right back. You are not playing centre back for me, mate. Do we go for Carvajal or Arbeloa? It's got to be Carvajal, hasn't it? And of course, we're going to bring on that Neymar for poor old... Do we bring him on for Coleman or do we bring him on for... do we bring him on for Kone or do we bring him on for Mata? I'm going to bring him on for Mata. Screw that. Lord Aruna is staying put. Right, let's just get this ball out of play and get Ben Arthur off the pitch. Oh, that's why we bring Carvajal on. Block of the century from Messi there. This guy's front three is probably like the most dangerous in football at the moment. The 3 Ballon d'Or nominees up front for him. Hopefully we can keep a clean sheet and hopefully that sucker's going to come good for us. Otherwise he's getting jibbed off. Record breaker Jamie Vardy. Go on, mess it. Passed it off to Suka. Come on. Oh, how's he got that off me? That was an unbelievably boring first half. There was basically no shots at all, really. I'm very, very tempted to bring off Suka and bring on this record breaker Vardy. The difference in rating is mad, but the difference in actual stats isn't that much, I want to say. I don't know. Suka just, he hasn't been my guy. He's not my type of player. He's big and he's strong, but he's not big and strong enough, and then he's not fast enough either. So he's like stuck in the middle. We're going for Vardy. We're bringing on the pace. Look at this. Already he's having a party. Oh, straight at the keeper. Tiote drills it. Vardy, no! He took it like an absolute god on the flick. Oh, Lord of Runa. Scoops, shoots, finishes. Of course he does. That's why we kept him on the pitch. There we go. Team Goldenhead for the win. Look at this. Stop, scoops all the way back round, and then finishes in the far post. Oh my god. Messi who, am I right? He's paused it, which is giving me the opportunity to decide if I want to bring on Robin. I know Ozil's getting tired, so I think oh, I can't. Never mind. That is actually the stupidest goal I've ever conceded in my life. It was all just because he paused it and my button stopped working once he resumed. That is so annoying. That's why he did it as well, if he isn't bringing on a sub. Look, he paused it there and that happened. If he's not bringing on a sub, he's just a knob. He's not. He's just a knob. Oh, we've had this guy on lockdown all game. It's so annoying that when he gets a stupid goal, the game just shifts all the momentum. We can't make a pass, and every time he presses shoot, it goes flying at the goal. Oh, what a joke. Oh, this game, it's frustrating me so much. Them tackles, that's a foul. He didn't touch the ball, and he made the player stop. Come on, we need a goal. Please, Ozil. Please, Ozil. He's offside. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. He's give a pen. This game's a joke. Oh, we've saved it. But I don't think we're going to have time to score. Nope, we're not. So, my FIFA skills let me down, but my drafting skills, tips and techniques are sick, if I do say so myself, and you guys can go and put them to good use and get yourself some insane foot drafts yourself. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's helped you out. Remember to tweet me if you have sick foot drafts that you guys get yourself. My Twitter is down in the description, is @AJ3. For now though, make sure you subscribe if you're new around here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.